Hey, welcome in everyone to a Winthrop exclusive on the men's basketball schedule release. I'm Jeremy Winder, joined right now by men's head basketball coach Pat Kelsey.
What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. You?
Seeing you. I'm great.
Great. Well, I know you're great and excited. Schedule's out, so let's get right to it and talk about it. Opening up homecoming, November 12th against Ferrum, a team we beat, came here last year, but I know that's just a big game for you because it's the first one.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, in coach's DNA, you're sort of taught to not look past the first one. So I'm sure a lot of the questions that are going to be coming up are about preseason NIT and some of our big non-conference games early on, and I'll play along and talk about those. But you know, we're focused on having a great practice tomorrow, and then obviously getting ready for our opener for homecoming. Homecoming's always an exciting day around here to see so many alumni back and such a buzz on campus, and it'll be the first time, you know, especially for our freshmen, they're putting those fresh unis on, so it'll be an exciting day.
Yes, and as exciting as homecoming is, got to be even more exciting your next game. Manhattan College is going to be part of 24 hours of basketball on ESPN, nationally televised. Talk about that, how exciting that is to be a part of that.
I don't know. You may know better than I don't know if that's been officially announced yet, but word on the street is it's going to be a nationally televised game, which would be pretty cool. Manhattan is one of the many teams that we play early on that are picked near the top of their conference. It'll be obviously a hostile environment. And then we go right from there to Florida State and to Illinois. So back-to-back, very, very tough opponents in tough venues. So we're going to find out a lot about ourselves early on, and it'll make for a very, very competitive and tough preseason and practice getting ready for those tough early season games.
Yes, and I know you enjoy those tough early season games. Let's talk about the true advantage of them when you're playing a team like a Florida State, Illinois, big name conferences, and then you go right into New Hampshire. I believe we haven't played them before. Right. Or if we have, it's been a long time here at Winthrop.
Yeah, New Hampshire is part of the preseason NIT, and then we have Furman coming in right after them. And again, you know, talking to coaches around the recruiting world in July, you know, other coaches from their conferences speak very, very highly about both of those teams. So, you know, we say all the time, Coach Prosser, my mentor, all the time used to say you can't sharpen your teeth eating oatmeal. So I think some of those really tough early season games are going to prepare us, obviously, for a very, very tough Big South Conference slate.
Yes, and also on there is Hampton, who we played last year, but another tough team. And then you finally get started with the conference on December 29th at Charleston Southern. And we know conference is really where it counts, especially in the Big South.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned Hampton. It's been a really good series. A couple years ago, we played a double overtime game up at Hampton. Had a very high-scoring, exciting affair last year during homecoming, and they'll be very good as well. And you mentioned, you know, conference play. I think one of the things to me that's most exciting is this is the first time since I've been a head coach that it's a true round robin, where everybody plays everybody, both on your court and away, and I think that's a way to really get a true champion. And then you know, there's a lot riding. There always is. Winning a championship's a special thing, but having the opportunity to host the Big South tournament is something that makes the hair on my arms stand up, and I'm sure that's the same for every other coach in the entire conference. So as always, very, very competitive conference, very good teams coming back and players returning. It's going to be a big-time year in the Big South.
I know some games fans are going to be looking at are probably High Point, who will go down there January 4th, and the first time we play UNC Asheville. We, of course, know what happened in the Big South Championship on January 19th. And I know for you, every game is the same, but for the fans, I know they're going to be licking their chops for those to play those two teams.
Well, you know, we lead off with Charleston Southern, and I'll lose a bunch of sleep preparing for those guys and worrying about all the weapons that they have offensively. A very good offensive, explosive team last year that's going to be a year better in a year. But, you know, you mentioned some of those within our fan base, maybe rivalry type names, and you know, when those games come up, there'll be ones that I know our players will be very, very excited for.
Yeah, Coach, but I know for you the main thing is just getting the fans excited, getting the community filling out that arena and rocking the hill.
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited about this year's team. I think it'll be a product that people want to come see and want to come back. We have a lot of explosive offensive weapons and a lot of interesting storylines. So it's going to be a very, very fun year here in Rock Hill.
Yes, and hopefully we'll be celebrating the championship, cutting down the nets in the Coliseum come March.
That'd be nice.
Yes, sir. All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining
All right,
us.
Jeremy.
Thanks
man.
everybody for tuning in.